Okay, we're going to tape an elbow now to protect it against hyperextension. So obviously we don't want her to be able to get full extension on that elbow. So we're going to have to keep this not 90, but probably about 60 degrees of flexion as we tape it. And you got to kind of get down to where her forearm starts to get smaller here, so down past the main muscle belly here and up above bicep. So you kind of hook into those two spots. So we would spray her first with tough skin just to give a little bit of stick to it. And then we'll pre-wrap all the way up, and you can leave the tip of her elbow uncovered if you want, just so it's a little easier to bend with. And like everything else I do, I kind of go up and back down. And then you can use elastic tape for your anchors around the forearm. Those don't have to be tight. In fact, you don't really want them to be real tight. Just to have, you need them on both ends just so you have something to tie to. Sometimes if you're having trouble with the tape slipping down or slipping up, either way, once they get active, you might actually want to tape right onto their skin here on the edges. You don't have to. You can see how it goes without that. So we've got anchors on both ends, and then we're going to build with our athletic tape. We're going to build a bridge. We want it a little shorter than it needs to be, just so she can't get to full extension. You see what I'm doing here? And I'll usually do this with 5 to 7 pieces and just kind of build an X, if you will, just on a smooth, hard surface so that you got that when you're done. And then we'll flex her elbow, and I want her flexed about 60 degrees, like I said, and I'm a little bit long on this bridge, so we're going to trim the ends off just a little bit. And again, she has to have that arm supinated, and we're going to have this gap in here because we don't want her to be able to get that fully extended. Now you can use elastic or just plain athletic tape if you want to close this off. But I like using elastic tape just because it's going to let these larger muscle bellies be able to expand. And I'm not pulling this all the way tight here. And then we'll cross over right at the bend in her elbow. Again, I'm not going real tight because that's not going to be very functional for her. And then we're going to cross again right in the front. And that's it. And if she really wants to, she could pull that full out to extension. So it's somewhat more of a reminder than anything. When she goes to get to full extension, then I shouldn't probably do that. Okay, so and then you can see on the back where she's got the tip of her elbow open, so that kind of allows her to bend better. And that's elbow hyperextension.